Hi everyone, welcome back to Rakesh YouTube channel. Today I want to share with you second language English first poem Grandma Climbs a Tree. It is very beautiful poem written by a famous writer Ruskin Bond. Let us start the video. See first about the poet. Ruskin Bond was born on 19 May 1934. He is an Indian author of British descent. He lives in Lander, Missouri. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He has written more than 30 books for children. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Deira, his novel in English. And he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and the Padma Bhushan in 2014. In his autobiography, Scenes from a Writer's Life, he talks about his granny as a strange person. ಈ ಸೀನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲೆಟರ್ಸ್ ಪೋಯಮ್ದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಆಟೋಬಯೋಗ್ರಫಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ಸ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀನ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾ ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇಂಜ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೀಸ್ ನೋಟೇಬಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಇನ್ ದೇಹ್ರಾ, ಅ ಫ್ಲೈಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪಿಜನ್ಸ್, ದ ಬ್ಲೂ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲಾ. The poem Grandma Climbs a Tree shows his great ability to enjoy unusual events and actions. Now we start poem Grandma Climbs a Tree. My grandmother was a genius. You would like to know why? Because she could climb trees spreading her high. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾ ತುಂಬ ಜೀನಿಯಸ್. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಶಿ ಕುಡ್ ಕ್ಲೈಮ್ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಈವನ್ ಇಟ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆರ್ ಹೈ. ನೌ ಹರ್ ಏಜ್ ವಾಸ್ 62. ಓಕೆ, ನೌ ಸಿ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. She would be up their branches in a trice, and mind you, when last she climbed a tree, she was 62. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವಳು ಮರವನ್ನು ಏರಿದ್ಲು ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಏಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿತ್ತು? 62. ಸೊ ದ ಪೋಯೆಟ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಹೀಸ್ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮದರ್ ಆಸ್ ಜೀನಿಯಸ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಶಿ ವುಡ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಬ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ even it may be spread or high. She climbed easily even in her age 62 also. Ever since childhood she would had this gift for being happier in a tree than in a lift. Here observe, the poet said that my grandmother when she was childhood ಶಿ ವುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್, ಇವಳಿಗೆ ಅದು ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ. ಅವಳು ಲಿಫ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾಳೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಟ್ರೀ ದ್ಯಾನ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಲಿಫ್ಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೋ ಆಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ವೆಂಟ್ ಬೈ ಶಿ ವುಡ್ ಬಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಬಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ವೆನ್ ಒನ್ ಗ್ರೋ ಓಲ್ಡ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೋ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ವೆಂಟ್ ಬೈ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ 62 ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ನೀ ಮರವನ್ನು ಏರಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೈಂಬಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಶುಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ವೆನ್ ಒನ್ ಗ್ರೀವ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್, ನೀನು ವಯಸ್ಸಾಗಿದೆ, ನೀನು ಮರವನ್ನು ಏರಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಅವಳು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು? ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಗ್ರೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಗಾನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಗ್ರೇಸ್ಫುಲಿ. And when someone told, don't climb the trees, now your age was more than 62 years. But she said, how she replied, see the next line. She would laugh and say, well, I will grow disgracefully. I can do it better, and we had to agree. Observe here, students. Here, when someone said to stop to climbing the trees, but the mother granny start laugh and say, I will grow disgracefully. ಓಕೆ, ಹಾಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ನಾ ಡಿಸ್ಗ್ರೇಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತಲೇ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಲು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶಿ ಸೇಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಬೆಟರ್. ಇಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ climbing a tree. I can do it better. And we means the poet family had to agree. For in all the garden there wasn't a tree. Why? Because they agree, the family members are agree, because in the garden there is no tree. So they are easy to say that okay, agree to climbing the trees, but there is no any tree. She hadn't been up at one time or another, having learned to climb from a loving brother when she was 6, but it was feared by all that one day she would have a terrible fall. But here, remember one thing, when he learned to climb the trees when she was in the age of the 6 only, by his loving brother. And also it is feared by all she would terribly fall one day. ಇದು ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗ್ರ್ಯಾಂಡಿ ಒಂದಲ್ಲ ಒಂದಿನ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ತಪ್ಪಿ ಬೀಳ್ತಾಳೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಭಯ ಆ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The outcome was different. While we were in town, she climbed a tree and couldn't come down. One day what happened? The outcome was different here. While we are in town, we means again the family members of the poet. When they are in the town, she climbed a tree. The grandma climbed a tree and she couldn't come down. ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅವಳು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಇಳಿದು ಬರೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. After what happened? After the rescue, the doctor took Granny's temperature and said, I strongly recommended a quiet week in bed. After the rescue, doctor ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಗ್ರ್ಯಾನೀಸ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರನ್ನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ 1 ವೀಕ್ ಬೆಡ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಅ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಇನ್ ಬೆಡ್. We sighed with relief and tucked her up well. Poor Granny, for her it was like a brief season in hell. Observe here, when doctor suggested to take a 1 week bed rest, we sighed in relief because the family members become very happy, because okay, 1 week we take the rest for to searching where is the granny, how and where she could climb the trees. So they are in a relief now. But what about poor granny? For her was like a brief season in a hell. ಅಂದರೆ ಬೆಡ್ಡಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಲ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಆ ಹೆಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಂಥ ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Confined to her bedroom, while every breeze whispered of summer and dancing leaves. When she was lying on the bed, when she confined to her bedroom, when she fixed her to bedroom, every breeze whispered of the summer and the dancing leaves. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರೀಸನ್ನು ತುಂಬ ಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳೋ ರೀತಿ ಅವಳಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಶಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಹರ್ ಪೀಸ್ till she felt stronger. Then she sat up and said, I will lie here no longer. Yes, see here students, but she had held her peace. She held her peace. 1 second. Peace till she felt stronger. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಳು ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ದೆನ್ ಶಿ ಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೇಡ್ ಟು ಹರ್ ಸನ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಲೈ ಹಿಯರ್ ನೋ ಲಾಂಗರ್. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ದಿನ ಇರೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವೈ ಶಿ ಸೇಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? ಸಿ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೈನ್. And she called for my father and told him, undaunted, that a house in a treetop was what she now wanted. Yes, my dear students, see here what is the meaning of undaunted. Without hesitation she asked, I want a treetop house. What she asked? Treetop house. That a house in a treetop. See the picture here, students. Yes, like this house she wanted now. She called her son and asked, I want the tree house. How he respond? My dad knew his duties, he said. That's all right. I will have what you want, dear. I will start work tonight. See, the son is very dutiful, because when the mother asked treetop house, easily he agree that. Here remember one thing, students, the son of the granny is father of our poet. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಗ್ರಾನಿಯ ಮಗನೇ ಯಾರು? ನಮ್ಮ ರಸ್ಕಿನ್ ಬಾಂಡ್ ತಂದೆ. He know his duties and he said, okay, all right, I will have work what you want. I will do what you want. And that night only he started the work. With my expert assistance, he soon finished the core, made her a tree house with windows and a door. Observe here, students, with my expert means poets experts. With assistance, they start immediate work and finish the core. Core means task. What is the meaning of core here? Task. They complete their task. What is the task here? To build a treetop house. Sorry. And made her a tree house with windows and a door. Windows and the door. We saw already that picture in a previous video. Yes. Then see what happened then. So Granny moved up, and now every day I climbed to her room with glasses and a tray. Observe here, she become very happy when she is in treetop house. It is her dream. Who fulfilled that? Who fulfilled that? The Ruskin Bond father, means Granny's son. Granny moved up, and now every day it is habit to her. And also I means Ruskin Bond poet climbed to her room with glasses and tray. She sits there in state and drinks sherry with me, upholding her right to reside in a tree. Observe here, students, she sits there in the state and drinks sherry with me. Sherry means yellow or brown colored wine. Here the poet carry glasses and tray to the room, the treetop house room, with together they drink the sherry, upholding her right to reside in a tree. Means it is her duty, it is her right to asking a treetop house. It is duty to our poet's father to build a treetop house. This poem shows the unusual habits of Granny. So the poet or author called grandmother as a genius. I think, are you understood this poem? Yes, see the summary of the poem. See, Grandma Climbs a Tree poem summary in English. The poem Grandma Climbs a Tree portrays Ruskin Bond's love for his family. The storyline is as follows. Ruskin Bond in this poem tells us how his grandmother had a passion for climbing trees from a very young age and how she could climb trees till the age of 62. The only problem was that Bond's family was scared that one day she would fall. Once when everyone expected Grandma was out of town. The old lady climbs a tree but is unable to come down. After being rescued, as Bond puts it, the doctor advises her rest. However, Grandma is not able to live without a tree. So, she tells Bond's father to build a tree house. Accordingly, Bond and his father build a tree house. And this way, Bond and his grandma spend evenings sitting in the tree house drinking sherry. This poem shows the unconditional love Bond has towards his family. It shows his ability to enjoy unusual events and actions. Yes, dear students, by heart this summary. This is 4 marks summary. I think this video is helpful to you. If you like this video, please subscribe our channel and share with your friends. Thank you one and all.